Yeah, I think what people don't understand about the world of acting is that it is high pressure, especially for the people who are the leads in shows, the
Yeah.
leads in movies. It's a
Yeah.
very high pressure environment.
Very.
Bro, so what is one thing that like the average viewer, the average fan may not understand about your world? Like what's that one difficult aspect?
There's a lot of rehearsal and a lot of practice which goes into it.
And rejection?
Oh, to another level.
Hmm.
And you get rejected to your face. There's no CV.
Hmm.
Like, even if you've studied from the best institutions of the planet, but if you are not good at the audition, he'll say you're not good.
Hmm.
So you're rejected on your face. It's not going to be कि CV को देखकर काम मिलने वाला है.
Hmm.
आप ऑडिशन में अच्छा करोगे तो आपको मिलेगा. या अगर आपका लुक नहीं बैठ रहा तो वो बोलेगा नहीं ब्रो तुम्हारा लुक नहीं जा रहा. और ऐसे तभी लगता है कि क्या खराब है यार मेरे लुक्स में. एंड देन यू स्टार्ट दैट जर्नी ऑफ नेगेटिव डाउनहिल स्लोप के ओ शिट मे बी मेरी नाक बड़ी है, मे बी मेरे चीक्स बड़े हैं, मे बी मैं थोड़ा मोटा हूँ. और फिर चालू होता है सेल्फ डिग्रेडेशन टू अ पॉइंट वेयर यू आर नॉट हैप्पी विद योर सेल्फ. सो I request everyone, whoever's going through rejection, to not think of these things, because you might not be fitting in that aspect at that point of time, but there are 10,000 other aspects you might fit in, or you just have to fit in one aspect. So just relax, and rejection is not anybody's fault. It's just probably you didn't fit the bill. It's nothing personal. So yeah.
Dude, like, what's been like your worst day of your career, like till now, which was like the most like what the fuck day?
Probably when there have been times where you're on there are so many worst days. I remember one of those first initial auditions when I'd come home, and the casting director really humiliated me.
Like what reason?
He said acting नहीं आती तो आते क्यों audition में निकलो ऐसे. And there were 40. It was my first audition, and I was there were 40 people. Nobody was there to guide me.
आराम नगर.
आराम में ये श्रीजी एक बिल्डिंग होती थी लोखंडवाला में, उधर था. तो मैं घर जाके रोया और मम्मी को बोला मेरे को नहीं करना है, मैं नहीं करूँगा. मम्मी आई और मम्मी ने बोला कि बेटा 10 ऑडिशन दे दे, 10 ऑडिशन के बाद अगर तेरे को नहीं करना है ना तो छोड़ देना, बट मेरे लिए 10 ऑडिशन दे दे, जस्ट गेट ओवर दिस फियर. सो देन आई वाज लाइक ओके, एंड द 10th ऑडिशन आई क्रैक्ड माय फर्स्ट एड. सो I owe a lot of my acting career fully to my mom. Because if she wasn't there at that point of time to help me, ऐसा नहीं होता कुछ. Also, there were times where I remember I was replaced from an ad. Because
And you were replaced from a very big show as well.
I was replaced for a very big show as well. That happened like recently. But you know, these things you can't take it to your heart. Yeah. Like, you know, it's the business. If they probably don't believe that you can do it, okay, then I feel there's a lot of heart if you leave with grace. Anything, it's okay. Maybe it did not work out. There's no point of being bitter and sad about it. What are you going to get? Any which ways, you've not got the job. तो अब उसके ऊपर रो के क्या ही फायदा है ब्रो. अब आगे बढ़ो, आगे करो, कुछ और मिलेगा. And it's not that only one person is making a project. There are thousands of people making a project.
Many fish in the sea.
हाँ ब्रो, तो कुछ और मिल जाएगा. अभी नहीं मिलेगा, 6 महीने बाद मिल जाएगा, 6 महीने नहीं, साल बाद मिल जाएगा ना. टेंशन नहीं है.